It's called Daily Deals and Top Finds. And really, this next item fits the bill 100% there. This is an item, and this is a brand, EcoFlow, that we have been excited to bring to you here at HSN for a number of years now. And it's because they bring products that help us in times of need and in times of recreation. And that is a way to always be connected to power, even when we can't plug into a wall. So what you're looking at right here from EcoFlow is the Tech Delta 2. This is a power station. This is a battery. And so this is where when I need to recharge my phone or plug in a fan or plug in a refrigerator or any number of things when I cannot rely on the wall plug-in because the power is out, there was a weather emergency, or there's just rolling blackouts, or a tree went down and took out the power in my neighborhood. Now I'm always connected. We're gonna take you on a tour of this. You can plug in upwards of 15 different devices all at the same time, and you're powering them and or charging them, which is fantastic. And you get everything that you see right here, which is not usually the case. You're going to get the power station itself. You're also going to get the AC charging cables and the car charging cables. You'll get a 110-watt solar panel, and you're also going to get the Powerstrip that comes right along with. So it's a hot deal. We took nearly $900 off of the regular price on this. So when we say hot deal, that's what we mean. Better than 50% off, better than 60% off, nearly $900 off. So let's dive into the details, because if you're saying, I've heard of EcoFlow, but I don't have one yet, what do I need to know? Well, we brought in the expert, Justin Hyatt, to give us all the details. Hi, Justin.
Hello. You know, it's amazing. You were just bringing it up. We're so close to already being in that kind of emergency preparedness month, thinking about getting ready already for hurricane season. But all the things that have happened even just the few months that we've seen, what's happening over on the West Coast with the fires, what we just saw not too long ago, it feels like with North Carolina. You know, we're thinking about other ways and options and alternatives to be able to have home backup. And I love starting with the basics and starting where it all kind of began in our mind, which is gas and propane generators. So many of us think, well, that's the only way that we'll have backup, independence, and power at our home. And then you think, well, what kind of home do you live in? Because if you live in an apartment or condo, you can't even own one of these generators. And why would you own one of these and have to worry about this gasoline that we can run out of, that's a commodity, especially in emergencies, when you can have something like this, an EcoFlow, right? Something that weighs just about less than 30 pounds, that's portable, that doesn't need gas, that doesn't need propane, that I can actually pick up and carry with me. And when you even look at them, as we kind of zoom out and you kind of look at them side by side, one doesn't fit. Can you figure out which one just doesn't seem like it fits? Your generator has to be 20 feet away from your home. It cannot be and or run inside of your home. Of course, you can store it inside, but that also means you're storing gas inside of your garage. And often, you know what happens is we'll usually invest in one of these a generator, because, well, we're reactionary. We just went through an emergency and we think, all right, you know what, we need to go out and get one. Or we go and we think we're gonna go out and get one before that storm comes, the prices are up, we're having to fight the whole crowd. Well, now, you know what I always say, the best time to get prepared is today, right now. And the reason is because EcoFlow and HSN, we have built the best relationship, best opportunities to be able to find exclusive offers that we have right now, which you're not going to find anywhere else with the Delta 2. It is going to be able to power not 80%, but 90% of your home appliances, which we're going to show you right now, because we get to actually run it inside of your home.
Absolutely, and that's important too. So the fact that it's easy to use. The generator, we talk about the fact that even if you have one, do you know how to use it? Would you have gas at the appropriate time? There's just so much that goes into that. But with an EcoFlow, the thing is, the learning curve is so quick because we already know how to plug things in. And you know what you do with this? You plug things in. It's really that simple. I say it because we own one at home. I don't have this version. I have one of the other versions because there are quite a few of them, and you can check hsn.com. But I like that we're highlighting this because I have a solar panel with mine, but I had to buy it separately. Yours is coming with. Mine didn't come with the Powerstrip. Yours is coming with. And you can plug in upwards of 15 devices. We're gonna go ahead and see those.
Yeah, so again, no noise, no maintenance, no gas, safe to use inside, light enough to be able to put right here in your kitchen and run in your kitchen. Why do we start in the kitchen because this is where we start to prioritize. What do we need power for? We think food, water. That's what sustains us. You know what food and water needs now? Power. We don't have ice chests anymore. We have refrigerators. We need to make sure that those run. But yes, Tamara was just saying, it's easy and it's simple. That's one of the biggest reasons, if not the main reason why so many of you have made EcoFlow the #1 power brand here at HSN, and EcoFlow, the #1 power station and solar generator brand in the United States. We used to be in 111 different countries. We're now in 140 and growing countries right now. One touch of a button, that's it. That's all it takes. How simple is that? It's like running a microwave, turning that button on and off. That's how you turn it on and off, of course. Now, plugging it in, like you said, Damaris, that's the next step. We're gonna start to plug everything in. I'll turn this around in just a second, but I want you to think about, okay, when that moment in time happens, you're sitting at home, you're watching us right now, it seems like it's a beautiful day, and all of a sudden, some clouds start to roll in, and that thunder hits, and that lightning strikes, and all of a sudden you're thinking, that guy that was on TV, he might have been onto something here. Okay, follow me really quickly to this beautiful little yellow Smeg refrigerator. No power here. When I ask you, what's your plan? Do you have a plan? And the best time to, again, think of one is now, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. A moment like this is gonna happen. And when it happens, what are you gonna do? What's that first thing? Of course, sometimes it's gonna be that anxiety. Keep an eye right there on the back of me, which is gonna be that refrigerator. I want you to see, just a few seconds, if not just immediately, we've got power to our refrigerator. What does that mean? Food's gonna stay cool. Medicine's gonna stay cool. The things that sustain us are going to continue to stay cool. And then you're not thinking, well, it'd be nice if I could cook some food. You can. Come with me over to the microwave, because I should go ahead and plug it in really quickly here. I want you to see this. Again, plugging all these in, and by the way, I'm not unplugging anything in at the same time. So air fryer, microwave just got plugged in. I got my light, my fan that's plugged in as well. Come over here to our microwave. I want you to also recognize this is not a small microwave. This is what we use for all the different things that we get prepped here in the studio. This is a full-size microwave, 30 seconds. We'll be able to have a light, fan, refrigerator, microwave running all simultaneously. This just is an example of how you are going to use it absolutely at any given time when you're out of power. But then also remember that you're not only getting this for an emergency. This is not a break glass in case of emergency investment. It's an insurance policy. And for 99% of the time, you're gonna be using it for fun stuff. It's that 1% is maybe the reason why you make that decision today, that you're gonna get this because, yes, when the power goes out, be it 3 hours, 4 hours, 4 days, you wanna know that you've got something that you can feel like I have power independence with, and that's why you love EcoFlow.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you mentioned there are those times, it doesn't happen very often, but when it happens and the power goes out in your home, you now have a battery backup. But what about, you know, if you're going for spring break and you're going out camping and you're saying, okay, I love nature, but I still need to be a little comfortable. I'm still kind of attached to my phone and my things and my hot plate and all of those kinds of things. You take this with you when you're going on those recreational outings. You take this with you when you're going camping. Take this with you when you're going tailgating or when you're gonna be out and about for long periods of time and you're going to those outdoor concerts and festivals and you still wanna be able to be connected. Take this along with you because it weighs, what did we say, about a little less than 30 pounds, okay? So you could pick this up, even if it's one person grabs one side, one person grabs the other, or you can pick it up on your own. I can pick mine up on my own. And take it along with you when you're actually having a good time, and it makes that good time even more fun because you're still connected. I would understand if you've seen this presentation and you've been wanting it, but it was $1,400 and you said, oh, I really want it, but it's $1,400. I don't know if I'm in a position right now to do that. We took almost $900 off of that price. And you've got FlexPay, which makes it comfortable. And if you have an HSN card, use it because you can get our no interest VIP financing for 18 months, which is like having an 18-month FlexPay. So we've really made it very, very affordable for you. And now is the time to, if you've been wanting it for a long period of time, to go ahead and place your order on hsn.com or using the QR code, or you can even call us. We're gonna go ahead and see and hear more, but this is your EcoFlow and it's waiting for you.
You know, I often use the expression, it's a disruptor. And you know, we think about a disruptor and we talk about propane and gas, of course, because that's the things that we think about as backup power. So what's a disruptor? A disruptor is like when Netflix came in and everybody thought that Blockbuster was always gonna last, we'd always have DVDs, and we realized, you know what? Streaming is just always going to be the better option. Now there's no more Blockbusters. Well, I want you to think Blockbuster is the gas and propane generator, and now Netflix is really EcoFlow. And why? Because it's easier and because it's for everybody. Whereas a gas or propane generator is not for everyone. Great to have it, but it's not for everyone. This is something that we can literally, again, press one touch of a button to turn it on and to turn it off. Now, the other thing I want you to see is all the information that you're gonna have right here on this display. It's gonna tell you how much wattage is actually being used right here. So it's actually calculating the power that is putting out. It's telling you about 84 watts. So we got our light, our fan, refrigerator running right now. Our percentage right here at 97%. And then right here, it's gonna go calculate all of those things, because this is not just a glorified battery. This is actually virtually a computer as well. It's gonna tell you got 10 hours to run all of these different appliances. Okay, down here is where you're gonna plug all of your other stuff. Yes, it's great for the big stuff, but it's also great for the small stuff. We wanna keep that open line of communication for all of our different phones. So we got 2 fast charging USB-A, 2 regular USB-A, and then 2 fast charging USB-C ports right here. They can actually power some of your very large laptops as well. I want to unplug these really quickly because I want to go ahead and spin this around so you can see what's on the back. Right here on the back is where we've got all of our additional ports. And so I love this because even when we're looking at that generator has 2 AC outlets. Do you know how many we have here? We got 6. 6 AC outlets, 2 of which are full 3-prong AC outlets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my refrigerator, my microwave, my air fryer, my blow dryer, my heating blanket, a light fan, however I decide to use it. We also have our DC adapter right here. So yes, we have the DC barrel ports too. All of those different appliances that you might have, whether you're camping, RVing, staying at home, where it feels like now you're out of power and it feels like you're camping at home. Whatever it might be, you can plug it in. And the other great thing about this too is all the technology we're just talking about. We are nearly 7 times faster to recharge than the competition. From 0 to 80% by plugging this into the wall, you can charge this in about 50 minutes.
Wow.
So can you imagine, Tamara, all of a sudden you see the storms coming. Hey, is the EcoFlow charged up? Maybe it's at 80%. Yeah. It would take you, what, 15 minutes to now charge it that additional 20%? Think about how quickly you can do that. Same thing, you'll be able to use your solar panels. Yes, you're getting the solar panel. What does that mean? Now you've got true energy independence. So come down here with me because I want to show you the solar panel. Now we have the ability at any given moment, whether we're outside tailgating or we need to go ahead and we actually need to recharge our power station because we've used it all day. Now we just take our solar panel outside and we get to recharge it for free. It's not renewable, well, it's renewable energy. It's not the fact that we also have to pay additional money every time we need to refuel it. So here's the other really cool thing. I keep talking about solar generators. When this solar panel is connected to my EcoFlow, and I could be outside, this could be out, you know, at the soccer game or tailgating. Now this is at 100%. All of the power that is being consumed by my solar panel is passing through my power station to my phones, my fans, my speakers, whatever it might be, a light, and I'm powering it via the sun. I'm not depleting the power from my power station. So many different options to be able to use this. And again, we love the portability aspect of this. It's confidence to know you got something.
That's
It's
right.
confidence to know, hey, I can pick it up, I can use it, and you will.
Yes, you absolutely will. This is, so for fun, for emergencies, for those times where you just need power where you don't currently have it, because maybe you've got on your list for spring is that you need to go build or repair that fence that's about half an acre away from your back door. And you might need some power tools. I don't know how you repair a fence, but you might need something. And guess what? You take this out there with you, you plug in your speakers, you plug in a fan, and you plug in a saw, I don't know. But you've got power where you need it, where currently you don't have it. I'm gonna tell you real quick. We have one at home. Not because I decided to get it, but because my husband decided to get it. Because I'm that person who says, oh, we'll be fine. Oh, nothing's ever gonna happen. Yeah, he's not that person. He's the one who says we need to be prepared so that when things happen, we're not scrambling. And I cannot tell you how many times we have pulled this out because things have been happening and we were ready, and it's that peace of mind. And the fact that you've got such a great hot deal, I invite you to have that peace of mind too. We're going over to Justin again to see and hear different places. So we started off in the kitchen, and now you're in the bedroom.
Yeah, again, the portability aspect is also the different ways that you're gonna be using this. You know, I love it, right? Because again, as we talk about gas and propane generators, Yes, could you go ahead and bring it over to the fence to go ahead and use it for all of your power tools? Absolutely. It's actually funny because I was thinking about this. My dad always sends me pictures of him using his EcoFlow. Well, he's tailgating or he's out in the backyard. He had his table saw. He was taking all of these old wooden pallets. He was making all of these different flower, just pots and stuff like that, making a little garden using his EcoFlow, not an extension cord from all the way inside the house to bring it outside. No, his power right there. The same thing applies for inside your home. With a generator, we're not going to be doing what we're doing right here, which is have it right by our bed, right? Remember, a generator needs to be 20 feet away from our home. Apartment or condo, can't own one, even if you have a conventional home. Might not be the best option for you. So now we got it right here inside of our home. And the only thing that you can hear is me and or the CPAP machine. This is whisper quiet. It's safe, it's easy, it's simple, and you can use it every single day. Actually, you can use it as what we call an EPS, meaning if you have a home, for instance, a home office, right? You've got your desktop computer, you got your Wi-Fi, you got your television, all these things. Those are all plugged into your EcoFlow, and your EcoFlow was plugged into your wall, and you lose power right now, your EcoFlow is going to recognize you lost power and continue to power everything that you've got plugged in. That's what I used for my fish tank when we had to evacuate. I used it for my refrigerator when we have to evacuate, even though I had spent $300-400 getting all the food ready, but we had to leave. But I made sure that all of that food stayed good and cold because I knew we didn't want to waste any of that money. Now, here's the other thing. Speaking of not having to worry about wasting money, this is not a waste. We invest in these types of medical devices like a CPAP machine because we need it. Whether it's dialysis, oxygen machine, nebulizers. I have a great story, which is not so great, but growing up in South Florida, we've been through our fair share of hurricanes. I had asthma growing up. Of course, Murphy's Law, asthma attack, can't find my inhaler. We need to find the nebulizer. There's no power. We have to go in the middle of a hurricane and rush over to the emergency clinic. Those types of things you don't think about. You're saying, that's not going to happen. And then it happens. Murphy's Law. CPAP machine running right here next to your bed, powered by something right here next to your bed. And then I want you to see this. It's going to tell you exactly how long you can run it for. 20 hours it's showing. 20 hours for your CPAP machine. How many nights sleeps does that kind of represent to you? And that means you could also probably sleep in a little bit. That's not also considered. You can take it back outside and then power it that way. Yes, it is cold outside just about everywhere except for here in South Florida, but you can go and use your heating blanket too. I always recommend, if you're thinking about how to keep myself warm in these emergencies, I don't recommend using a space heater. It is one of the most power-hungry appliances that you can plug in, whether it's a gas and or propane generator or even a power station. Spread the love and power with your heating blanket is going to be able to go ahead and keep you warm for a longer period of time. As you start to use this more, you're going to plug things in and realize what you prioritize. That's going to be one of those things. And absolutely, if you've ever picked up a portable air conditioning unit, you can use your Delta 2 to power this. Really quickly, though, I do want to mention, Tamara, we talked about this being an investment. I love that you're not investing in old technology. You're investing in one of the newest, latest, and greatest technology that exists today. This is going to be what we call our LFP battery systems. These LFP battery systems are the same type of array of batteries that you're going to find in some of these electric vehicles, some of the big names that we all know. And the reason is because four of the greatest things that you would expect for something that's newer: charges faster, it's lighter weight, it lasts longer, and it's actually more affordable. More affordable. Let me understand that. It's better in every single way, and it's more affordable than the predecessor. Yes, as we evolve and continue to get better, for whatever reason, somehow we're able to also make it even more affordable. So charges faster. I talked about one point really quickly, lasts longer. With these new batteries, that means if you were to deplete this and recharge this once a day, it would take you 10 years, every day, 10 years before this power station only charged from 0 to 80%. It used to be 300 life cycles. You now have 3,000 life cycles on your Delta 2. So you're investing in something that will absolutely be there for you for at least the next 10 years. That's 10 summers, that's 10 winters, that's 10 springs, and beyond.
Wow. Think about that. This is why EcoFlow is the #1. This is why we love it. This is why there are different versions of EcoFlow. But if you're looking at this bundle and saying, wait, I get to plug in 15 different devices at the same time. It's not an unplug this and plug that in. What do I need more right now? 15 different devices. I've got plugs on the front, the USB, USB and C's and things like that, and your traditional prong outlets. And I'm getting the solar panel, 110-watt solar panel, which used to be a separate purchase, but not with this bundle. and I'm getting the Powerstrip, which was a separate purchase, but not with this bundle. And I'm saving almost $900. Wait, and, still ands, I've got free shipping. And if I want to spread the payment out, I can use any major credit card and I can spread the payment out and get it home. All of those are yes. For all of those reasons, it is a yes for you today. Use it, have that peace of mind for those emergencies. Have that peace of mind for I cannot be without power. Even if it is not an emergency, I need my CPAP when I go to sleep. Have that peace of mind. Have that, that extra power station for when you do go on vacation, and that it makes that vacation a true vacation and not a hassle and not a struggle and not a, when am I gonna get back to civilization? No. You've got everything that you need right here. So shop how you like to shop on hsn.com. I like to use the app on my phone. You might like to use hsn.com on your computer. If you want to use the QR code, when it pops up again, go ahead and grab it and use it. Or if you want to call, you can always do that. But get your EcoFlow now, because just as we started off the presentation, it's not if we need power, it's when we need power.
Yeah, and when that time happens, what do you do? Every single presentation, I ask the same question, what is your plan? And then I always follow that up with, the best time to get prepared is today. And all of those sayings, as cliche as they might be, there's a reason why those cliche things continue to go beyond even us, right? Through our time. They last because they're true. And sometimes it comes from our mom and we brush it off. And then we start using that same cliche. It's because that's reality. It's a reality that we live in. Whether we're thinking about getting prepared today, well, at some point in time, there's going to be an event that happens as we need to get prepared. And those events, unfortunately, we've seen them happen time and time again just recently. Whether it's in California, whether it's in North Carolina, whether it's here in Florida, which we experienced, we were out of power for 2 weeks. Some people out of power for 3 weeks. And you know what? Whether you've got a gas or propane generator, you don't have enough gas for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And you know who else is also looking for gas? Everybody else around you. And you know where gas is? Nowhere to be found. Everybody's waiting for that gas truck, and they're waiting in line. We waited in 3-hour lines to get gas for my neighbor's generator. And you know what I ended up doing? I went and got him an EcoFlow. The reason is, again, we mentioned this, create a hybrid system. If you have a generator at home, great. Again, we mentioned not for everybody, but use your generator to power up your EcoFlow to power up everything else and conserve your gasoline. Another way that you can use it. Okay, talk about emergencies a lot. I do want to talk about the fun things. We're inside, but imagine that we're actually outside. I've got my little induction burner right here, my Curtis Stone